Okay, well, I came and visit my daughter in the Golan Heights, so we went on a hike in Nakhal El Al, and we just got here to the waterfall. I'll show you. There's some people here. There's a big, nice pool. The dogs came with me. I came straight from the hot springs. I didn't go home in between. There's my daughter over there getting in the water. Take you down and show you. Beautiful. Hello. That's my daughter. Makami, say hi. Okay, so I'm gonna go get in the water. I'm spending my day. It's overlooking all of the Sea of Galilee over there, coming down from the Golan. I was up visiting my daughter down there at the corner of the end of where the Sea of Galilee is where Bethsaida is, that area. And then the Golan Heights over here. So I'm I'm just like heartbroken. I held it together when I was with my daughter. I didn't tell her anything about it. I didn't feel like, first of all, what do I say even? And I didn't feel like I went to visit her, and she was telling me all about all of her projects, and she was so excited about everything that she has going on. I'm so proud of her. And we went for a hike, and I didn't want to like dump on her everything that I'm going through. I mean, it's enough having, you know, having, a young spirited mother. you know, I feel like, I feel like in some ways I can completely support her, like emotionally and things like that. But in some ways, I didn't want to come and dump on her. She's dealing with her own things. And I don't really feel like filming. That's the truth. I'm just like so broken. I need to get over this. I need to get over this. And when I try to break it down with my mind and try to figure it out and try to, you know, I can't, like, it's like, I ask myself, what are you so heartbroken over? What? It wasn't ever anything more than a friendship. And I feel like maybe I was really just telling myself stories. Like, start having these self doubts. So he left me a message afterwards. He sent me a tarot card reading, and he said that's a gift to you for our breakup. And it was about how leaving friends, old friends that aren't exact with you. And there was also in their messages about getting things out online that is really exactly connected to what I'm doing now. And I need to somehow bring all of this energy and focus back into myself and lift myself up. I keep on getting glimpses of like I get glimpses of what it used to feel like to be uplifted and happy with myself and proud of myself. And yesterday I really wanted to smoke, and I went to visit my friend who used to be my boyfriend. My mother laughed at me that I went to visit him because it was like going to get an ego boost or something, but it wasn't. He's a good friend and he's a good person and he can contain me. He really can. I asked him also, I told him if it's okay if I came over and I'm crying. And I told him what I'm crying about. I was upfront with him. And he said that it's okay. He said that he contains me easily, that it doesn't take from him anything. And I imagine that that's what, true love. And he told me, he was so sweet also. He told me that how attractive I am, and he told me I was sexy and that I'm good-hearted and that he doesn't see how anybody could not be attracted to me, and that was really sweet. I know that attraction is individual, and if he's attracted to me, then he can't see how somebody wouldn't be. But it was nice to hear, and so I went over and I cried to him a little bit. But what I was going to say is that I felt like smoking. And this morning when I left the hot springs and I went and I stopped at a beach and went into the water to wash off the hot springs from me. I also went into that stream. Well, I'll put these videos together and you'll see. I went into that waterfall stream there in the Golan. And I went in the water, and when I was coming out, I found a big chunk of hash. A big chunk, and I was like, isn't this like, I don't know, you could see it as a sign. uh, I don't feel like smoking. I feel like when I'm like this, that smoking would just make it like 10 times worse than it already is, and that this is like my test with myself, because there's nobody else to reprimand me. There's no effect on anybody else but me if I smoke. And then he sent me a message that he's blocking me from his Facebook because he wants privacy, and he wants to feel like he has space and privacy, um, and that he needs to give it some time for each of us to do our own individual work, and then at some point he may unblock me if I want. Which I think is also a good thing, because I don't want to see him on my Facebook all the time. But it's kind of like a finale, like I feel like I know it's not true, and you can say whatever you want, but I feel like worthless. And I feel like because I was in the wrong, I was in the wrong. I know that I was in the wrong. At the same time, that's what I felt. And maybe my feelings aren't justified, but we always think that our emotions are justified, but they weren't pure and clear and clean towards him. They weren't wanting for his best interest, and it was obvious, and I almost feel like it was a trap. It was a laid out trap for me to fall in so that I could learn this lesson. And I feel like the finality of it, like, how do I cope with the finality of it? It feels like if somebody died, I feel like part of me died or something. And I know that that is false. I know that that is false. I know that I'm a whole person in myself. I need to get over this. I want to get over this quick. It just hurts so bad. And I don't want to, I didn't feel like recording this at all. But first of all, when I talk, it allows me to. Sometimes I feel like maybe I shouldn't even talk it through. Maybe I should just hold it inside of me for a while. But I feel like talking it allows me to even know what it is. It allows me to go through it quicker because I'm putting it into words. I'm saying it. I'm not hiding from it. I'm admitting it. I'm admitting it to myself. I'm admitting it outward. I was wrong. And I lost the friendship over it. And then I think to myself, but then that wasn't really a friendship because he proved to me, in my own self, he proved to me that I wasn't a genuine friend. So if I'm not a genuine friend, then it's not a genuine friendship and it's not a true love. So then what is all of the pain about? True love is letting go. True love is surrender. True love is wanting the best for that person, not trying to hold them onto me. That's insecurity. So then what am I mourning? Like, I think to myself, well, why am I feeling like I'm mourning if it wasn't true love anyway? What am I mourning? A part of me? What was I loving? Loving something about me when I'm with him? But I don't love myself when I'm with him. I just see all my faults. That's not completely true. But I think that I love the self-work that I do. I don't know. I don't think I've really eaten hardly anything today. There was some berries on the way that I ate, and I ate a bite of a banana. But I think that's all I could really eat today. And yesterday, last night, I couldn't really eat. And now on the drive, like, I completely broke down. So I had to stop on the side of the road and cry. So much pain in this. I guess that this is the release, as long as there's still something I'm holding on to, then I'm not complete. The release is the release. You have to release and to fully experience. So I guess that I'm not fully mastered myself yet. And this twin flame journey, I guess, is a journey to self-mastery and self-rising, not trying to hold on to the other one. So I guess that this is the work, right? I guess that gives me some peace to know that I'm going through this and that I don't have to go through it again once I go through it. Once I get the lesson in it. Like, really get the lesson, not just understand the lesson in my mind, but bring it solid into emotion as well. I don't even know if I'm going to put this video up. There's so much pain, and there's nobody, there's nothing that can take it away. There's like, I have to go through it. There's nothing, there's nobody that I can, you start thinking about getting cheap satisfactions, like going in and there is no cheap satisfaction. It just makes you feel worse. No, what kind of out is there? I go smoke. That's not an out. It just, in the end, I know it'll just make me feel like I'll have all of these feelings, and then I'll feel like crap that I didn't manage. That I took an out. And it'll happen instantly. The second I take a drag, it'll happen. So there's no out in that either. There's like no out. There's no person that I can go to. I was thinking even my mother, like, it's nice to go and she gives me a hug and stuff, but it doesn't take away the pain. There's nothing that can take away the pain. I just have to go through it. And I guess the quicker that I go through it, the quicker I can get the lesson of it. I just feel like such a huge loss. And I feel stupid. And that's false too, because I only am where I am. If you're not above it, then you're not above it yet. So what I felt yesterday was because I wasn't above it. You have to be above it to be above it. So those lessons I didn't get yet. And he's right. And I think that was a lot of the pain, is knowing that he completely cut me out of his life, and the reasoning behind it was right. And I've seen the way that he works. That's it. I believe what he says. And if he told me, that's it, we're not friends anymore, we could say hi, hi, that's it. And he went as far as to block me on Facebook, so for a while, so that we can each take a break from each other. It's like a solid, and I need to just get over it. And the thing is, I've gotten over things like this in the past from regular relationships. I don't know, like all the doubts are coming up now. Like,